Hey guys, I'm PhilInTheBlanks. Welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. So, we just found out we're in the year 600. We're here in Guardia Castle. For some reason, the Queen seems like she knows us. That's a little weird. Let's talk to this guy.
Sir, I understand that you are the one who saved my dear wife, the Queen. But can you tell me what happened? Lean's acting rather odd. And she seems to have lost her coral pin, which is something she guarded with her life. Forgive me, you must be tired. We can talk about this later. Please rest in the knight's quarters downstairs to the left.
Alright, so we already rested down there, so never mind that. Okay, not a very nice guy. Come on. He wasn't even talking to me. Okay, so the king's room's up here. And the queen's on the other side, I'm guessing. Let's go to the king's room first. Nothing here. Woo. 100G. And another one of those creepy chests we can't open. Oh, he's not a very likable guy, is he? Oh, it doesn't really matter. Here's the king's room. There we go. Nice. Bronze mail. Always good. Head all the way back down. We'll check out the queen's room. Maybe she'll have some answers for us. And that so far actually is our 6th tonic. We haven't even bought anything yet. So, you know, I find items aren't super important to buy in this game. You usually just get them, you know. There we go. Let's talk to the queen.
Ah, there you are. Please leave us. I need to talk to this individual. Come nearer, sir.
Ooh, I think Chrono Trigger is gonna get really good.
Fooled you, didn't I, Chrono? It's me, but everyone calls me Lean.
Oh, don't tell me to come closer to you and then you walk away. Playing hard to get.
I'm so relieved you're here. We barely know each other, but somehow I knew you'd come for me. Thank you, Chrono. Something's wrong. What's happening? It feels like I'm being torn apart.
It's kind of funny. You're supposed to approach Marl again. But you can actually walk out and leave the castle, and you can come back, and it'll just be like this. Kind of anticlimactic. Anyways, just approach her.
Help me, Chrono. I'm scared. Please, Chrono. Help me.
Holy shit, what the hell just happened? So, nothing left to do here, so might as well just take off. I like how these girls here have like just gossip and whatnot. I can't believe Chrono can like joke around when he just saw Marl disappear before his eyes. Anyways, head back downstairs. We'll have to find out what the hell happened.
Chrono?
And that's Luca from before. She's the inventor, remember?
You're okay. Did you find the girl? Gone? What do you mean she's gone? It's just as I thought. I knew I recognized her. And this looks identical to the castle in our time. I'll bet they mistook that girl for her ancestor. You see, she's a member of the royal family in our time. She's Princess Nadia. Marl, that is Princess Nadia, is a descendant of Queen Lean. Queen Lean has been kidnapped. As I recall, someone was supposed to have saved her, but history has been changed. Mara looks so much like Lean that they probably called off their search when she appeared here. But if the real queen is killed... Mara will simply disappear. There might still be time. If we can save Lean, history as we know it should remain unchanged. Something must have happened to the queen in this era. As a result, Princess Nadia ceases to exist. Hurry! We have to find the real queen!
So, Luca joined the party after all that exposition. So I guess it's Back to the Future type of thing, where basically, you know, I think it's called the grandfather paradox in time travel, where like if you go back in time and kill your grandfather, then you know you can't exist, and blah blah blah. Anyways, so now we have Luca in the party, so let's check out Luca. Like I said in the first episode, she has a ranged weapon. She has a gun. So her power does not matter. Her power stat doesn't mean anything. Only her hit stat matters. So she has an air gun, hide cap, karate G, nothing to equip. Sight scope allows us to see the HP of the enemy. Don't want that. Bandana increases her speed because her speed is crap. I think she's like the slowest character in the game. So anything to make her speed a little better will be awesome. Check out her text. She doesn't start with anything, but she has flame toss. First, I think elemental thing in the entire game. It's fire, obviously. Take the time to learn this in the next couple seconds because you're going to want to learn it. So, we'll get into some fights. Or will I? There we go. And, because there's an inn right outside the forest, you know, feel free to just use techs just to make the battles go faster, because inns are super cheap. Plus, again... every time you go through this forest, make sure to grab the shelter that we'll be getting. 6 tech points already. She'll have it like next battle, so. Right here. There we go. So I was hoping she'd get it, but she didn't. So I'm guessing one more. This battle will probably be enough for me to get her first tech. There we go. So she learns Flame Toss, and we learn our first dual tech, Fire Whirl. And allow me to explain what dual techs are. Just like how... oh, by the way. Here's a power tab. I'll explain those in a bit. Just like how a character using a tech by themselves is called a single tech, a technique used by both characters at the exact same time is called a dual tech. So, we'll be combining Chrono Cyclone with Luca's Flame Toss to make Flame Whirl. So go down here. Or Fire Whirl, sorry. And it'd be better if they were near each other. Come on. One of them's not even moving. It's weird. There we go. There we are. So, combines the two moves to make a completely different move. Oh, come on. That didn't hit the other guy. That's bullshit. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. Now, when you do this, you do use MP for both characters. Both characters do need to have their ATB bars full. And they do a variety of different things. Like, Fire Whirl, I think, increases the attack a little bit while also incorporating fire elemental damage. So there's a lot of different things in the game. Every combination of characters with the exception of one character who I won't name, has 3 dual techs. So that's just awesome. And you've probably figured it out by now. A triple tech is a technique using all 3 characters in the party, and they're just badass. Actually, they're a little more just flashy than they are actually useful, but they're really cool. I'm gonna go rest the inn. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so I'm nice and full. Now, basically, remember last episode we talked to Toma the Explorer, and he said that the Queen Lean was originally found, like she was wandering around the Cathedral to the west, and we went there, and it was super creepy. So let's check it out again. So that that tab that we found a little earlier, by the way, the power tab, it permanently increases a character's base power, their power stat. Like I said before, Luca and Marl, their power stat doesn't matter, so give it to someone whose power does matter. That's Chrono. I like to use most of my stuff on Chrono, simply because Chrono's with you pretty much 95% of the game. Like, he's always going to be at the lead of your party until late in the game, where you can finally kind of choose who you want. Now, because of New Game Plus, you can go back and play the game with previous levels, so you can easily max out everyone's power and whatnot. So if you were to do that, you could be smarter with how you use your tabs, but because I'm not going to be doing that, I just want Chrono to be super powerful. So let's head on up. These girls are still super duper creepy, so there's no point in talking to them. Except for this one here, you do need to talk to her. That causes this to happen.
What did you find? A hairpin. That's Guardia's royal crest.
Remember that the king said that she wasn't carrying her coral pin that she always kept. And, crap. So they are monsters. Very scary monsters. This is one of the reasons why you want Firewhirl right now. It's just really good for this specific battle. The Nuggets, they will slow you. You can see there the white outline on Luca. It means she's slow. And that's not really a big deal, at least right now. So Firewhirl, try to get as many as possible. You can usually get 3 without any problems. And that's enough to kill them. So that's great. And, oh, wow, that really does slow you down. Later on in the game, it would make a bigger difference. But right now, it's a decently easy battle. Aw, dang it. Oh, well, slow doesn't do very much. Slow. I'm going to use Flame Toss, just because we haven't seen it yet. Let's just check that out. Flame Toss will damage every enemy that's between your target and Luca. So it hits everything in that line. So that's kind of a nice thing to really kind of calculate out while you're using it.
That was close. Ah!
Lower thine guard, and thou art allowing the enemy in. Thou art here to save the queen. The lair is deep within. Will thee accompany me?
A frog? Chrono, it's a talking frog. I hate frogs.
My guise doth not incur thy trust. Very well, do as thee please. But I shall save the queen.
Wait. You don't seem like a bad, person, frog thing. I mean, Chrono, what should we do?
Doesn't matter if you refuse or not. You do end up going with the frog.
I'll just have to handle it. I mean, deal with him. What's your name?
Now his default name is Frog. Awful default name. Very lazy, but yeah, we're just gonna go with that.
Frog will do.
Alright. Nice to meet you, Frog.
Mayhap a hidden door lurks nigh. Let us search the environs.
So I immediately apologize for my incredibly terrible and inaccurate English accent, which is like half English, half Scottish, but oh well. Check the organ here, play some pretty music. Chrono's pretty talented. Get a nice door to just randomly appear. So yeah, Frog has joined our party. Frog is a fantastic character. He's incredibly powerful. Speed is pretty good. He's a great character overall. Starts with Bronze Edge, Bronze Helm, Bronze Mail, and a Power Glove. So that's great. His power is pretty good. I think... Oops. Yeah, there we go. I can equip Bronze Mail on Chrono. We're pretty powered up. That's great. Frog already starts with his first single tech. The first healing ability, unless you leveled up Marl while she was at the party for that couple minutes. Slurp restores an ally's HP, and his next one in 15 tech points is Slurp Cut. Okay, and because now we have Flame Toss, Hypno Wave is Luca's next one, and we're getting closer to Slash too. So by the end of this dungeon, we should have all this stuff. All right, let's head on up into kind of like the actual first dungeon of the game. And, oh, here's something that's kind of random. When an enemy hits you, if you're not moving, an enemy can go right through you, and it won't start a fight until you move. So it's a good way, if you are avoiding fights, it's a great way to get around that. Nothing in this level takes a lot of thought or anything. You can just kind of power through pretty fast, especially now that Frog's in your party. Luca's really the only one who doesn't have a lot of strength going for her right now. And, like always, just go ahead and use your techs if you feel the need to. There's a few save points in this area, so you can use your shelters there to get your MP back. So it's never really important to conserve anything right now. To be honest, most of the game, it's never a big deal to have to conserve your MP. So heal when you need to. That Slurp was actually a lot more powerful than I thought. Remember in... Was it the first episode? No, it was the second episode. That time-traveling device that started kind of this whole thing. How I said, in New Game Plus, you could... Oh, and here's a fun little Nugget Bromide. Starts a battle. You can use that item later on for something. Anyways, in New Game Plus, you can use a portal that'll be there to fight the last boss. What I forgot to mention was, Chrono Trigger has 13 different endings. And even then, there's technically more than that, because some endings have a lot of variations depending on little things that you've done. But yeah, 13 main separate endings. And the ending that you get for defeating the last boss right at the beginning of the game is kind of considered the best ending. It's called the developer's ending. And you actually get to talk to like the people who made the game. It's a silly ending. It's not like meant to be taken seriously. But it's like... That's when you know you're super powerful, because you can beat the game with, like, just Chrono and Marl, or just Chrono if you're really feeling up to it. I think I can equip that. I think I got a maiden suit there. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice boost. So I'll be pointing out kind of when you can get the... Steel Saber. I think that was what we bought at the beginning of the game. Yeah, we already have that. I'll be pointing out when new endings become available if you are playing this on New Game Plus. One way to know is if you've been saving, you can see there, like the queen is gone. That's the chapter that you're on. Depending on the chapter that you're on, when you beat the game, sometimes there'll be new endings. We actually can't... So apparently the queen's in the back. And they're just kind of sitting there doing nothing. Way to go, guys. Right in here we got a power tab. Use that on Chrono or Frog. Or keep it for later. It doesn't really matter. Anyways, right now, we can't fight the last boss. We can't go back to where we were in order to fight the last boss. We won't be able to go there for a little while. So, just wanted to mention that, get that out of the way. Whee! There we go. I like fighting enemies when there's a lot of them. That way, it's just less time waiting around, waiting for fights to start up, I guess. And I am on active, I'm not on wait, which means even when I'm in my menus, time's still kind of going on. It's not really a big deal right now. Wow, that took a lot of damage. It's not really a big deal right now. Later on in the game, though, enemies start getting faster and bosses start getting harder. And I'll need to kind of know what I'm doing in the menus a lot faster than kind of what I'm caring to do right now. Head on up here. And it doesn't really matter which one you go through first. Oh, there we go. Queen Lean, finally. Huh, so she didn't even really need us. And apparently Yakra's a really nice guy. Okay, so that's fantastic. And that's so weird that he'd be like, oh, you're here to save her, even though she's like right there and she's perfectly fine. Well, that's really odd. And the king's there too. What a weird thing. And if you try to leave, obviously they're not. It's not real. It's just another fight. Yeah, we don't even need Firewhirl. Let's just take them out really fast. Oh, creepy. So, over here, Magus, the guy that apparently we're fighting right now. Not right now, but I mean, the Kingdom of Guardia is fighting in the year 600. This is kind of like a shrine to him, and I love that statue. It looks really cool. And we just got a couple things. What the hell did I just get? Wasn't even paying attention. Oh, Defender is really good. Ups to defense. I'd still much rather have Luca to have the higher speed than the well, how good is the defense? 2. I'd rather have the 1 to speed. And oh, well, speaking of speed, I also got a speed belt. So hey, speed plus 2. Great, great, great. I'd much rather have 2 to speed than 2 to defender. You know what? This is good enough for today. I think we're going on 20 minutes, more than that. So this is a nice place to stop with that nice music. So I'm PhilInTheBlanks, and I'll see you guys next time on Let's Play Chrono Trigger.
As always, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate that. Check out other videos on my YouTube channel. And special thanks to the 2 girls who've been making the voices for this Let's Play. KM Cooper, you can find her blog right there, and Azure. Thanks so much, guys. See you later.